Let's be honest, most puzzle games are all about the rules. Right answer, wrong answer, the classic you must do it this way approach. But every now and then you stumble on something totally different, a game that lets you play, experiment, and yes, mess up, all while soaking in some seriously cozy vibes. And that, my friends, is exactly what Projected Dreams is. Welcome back to Veteran Game. If you're into indie deep dives, unique mechanics, and games that tug at your heartstrings, you're in the right place. Smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Today we're jumping into a world of shadows, memories, and a healthy dose of childhood nostalgia. So what exactly is Projected Dreams? Developed by the Swiss team at Flawberry Studio, Projected Dreams started out as a simple game jam idea and wow, did it grow into something more. The whole concept is brilliantly simple. You're given a bunch of household objects in a small, lovingly detailed room, and your job is to rotate, stack, and combine them in just the right way to match a silhouette projected on the wall. Get it right, and you unlock a fragment of family memory, part of an old photo, a sketch, a scribbled note. Get it wrong. Well, you just try again. No harm, no foul. Sounds easy, right? Not always. The first time you play, it feels like a toy box of possibilities. You twist a Rubik's Cube, dangle a toy airplane, and watch as the shadows blend into something familiar. Maybe a dog, maybe a tree, maybe that one weird shape you could never quite get to look like anything as a kid. It's honestly brilliant, and the game wants you to experiment. Unlike so many puzzle games, there's rarely just one solution. Creativity is part of the fun. But what really makes Projected Dreams special isn't just the puzzles, but the atmosphere. Every shadow you cast unlocks a piece of Senka's story. A young girl digging through her mother's old photo album, piecing together the bittersweet memories of family, friendship, and growing up. There's no dialogue, no walls of text. It's almost all visual storytelling, letting you fill in the blanks with your own emotions and experiences. The room changes too with each chapter. One moment you're in a cozy bedroom straight out of a childhood dream. Next, you're exploring the haunted backstage of a theater, diving into an underwater world, or messing around in a sci-fi lab. The objects you use change, the lighting gets trickier, and every new area feels fresh, never stale. Of course, this isn't all sunshine and nostalgia. Let's talk about the rough edges. First up, the physics. On paper, everything should be simple. Move an object, cast a shadow. But because you're manipulating 3D objects on a flat, 2D tabletop with real gravity, mind you, things get fiddly fast. That perfect angle. One nudge and your block tips over. That stack you spent 30 seconds balancing. Topples like a house of cards. Some solutions are obvious, but the execution can be annoyingly imprecise. There's a glue mechanic later in the game to stick objects together, which should solve these frustrations. Except you don't always control exactly where things stick. That means you might end up fighting the controls more than the puzzle itself, especially in the trickier later chapters. The game tries to be forgiving, shadows don't have to be perfect, and a three-heart system means you rarely get stuck. But it can still be a little exasperating when you know the solution, but can't quite get the pieces to play nice. Another nitpick? Some objects in each room are interactive. Some are just for show, and the distinction isn't always clear. Combine that with some camera wonkiness, and you can spend a little too much time clicking everything just to see what's actually usable. And for my fellow collectors, there are cassette tapes to find, each unlocking a piece of Flores Demand's wonderfully chill soundtrack. But big caveat, the tapes only play their track once, then it's gone until you replay the level. Such a missed opportunity for a game built around nostalgia. But let's be real. Projected Dreams is never about pixel-perfect execution or 100% completion. It's about the experience. The visual style is soft, warm, and packed with details. Think bedtime storybook meets early 3D adventure. The music is mellow and ambient. The whole thing feels like wrapping yourself in a cozy blanket and losing yourself in a simpler time. Each chapter introduces new mechanics, double light sources, shadow elimination, resizing, cloning, and more. Sometimes the new twists add fun variety. Other times they highlight the clunky physics. The best moments are when the puzzles click and you see that fleeting memory unlock, piece by piece like old photos coming back to life. And honestly, that's the real magic of projected dreams. The mechanics are clever, the presentation is heartfelt, but it's that feeling, the sense that you're reaching back through time, playing with shadows just like you did as a kid, and rediscovering the stories that shaped you. Final verdict: is Projected Dreams a genre defining masterpiece? No. The physics can frustrate, and some design choices miss the mark. But as a relaxing, bite sized indie experience that's equal parts puzzle and nostalgia trip, absolutely worth checking out. Especially if you want something to chill with, or a game that'll make you smile at how weirdly beautiful shadows can be. So, what do you think? Does Projected Dreams earn a spot in your cozy game collection, or do the physics puzzles leave you in the dark? Drop your thoughts, your best shadow puppet stories, and your indie recommendations in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Veteran Game for more honest reviews and deep dives, where we play games, tell stories, and embrace a little nostalgia along the way. Until next time, keep chasing those shadows and keep gaming.